Hi everyone, this is Shashank Singh and we are in the way of learning Python programming language. In our previous video, we have discussed few of the data types including integer, floating point, complex number and string data type as well. So if you have to go through all those lectures, you can go ahead and check it out in my previous videos. Today we're going to discuss about very important concept, very important data type which will be list, right? So list, as you can see on the screen also, list is ordered, mutable and allows duplicate members. So ordered mean indexed, so each and every objects inside this list have some index, right? Index is nothing but a location, as you have already seen in my previous lectures. So second thing is mutable. Mutable is changeable, right? So changeable mean you can change a particular object at a particular index. So let's say if you have to replace Shashank at 0th index with Ravi, so you can do so. Second one is allow duplicate member. Allow duplicate member refers to you can write Shashank several times in this list. So you can write 15 several times in this list, right? So which shows allow duplicate number. So here you can see new list is a variable name wherein I have declared list with square bracket. So this is how you can do so, right? So here you can see at 0th index string data type is there, at first index integer data type is there, and second index floating point is there. So that's the reason why I do call this is unity among diversity, right? I do call just for my remembrance. Now what's our today's agenda, right? So today we're going to discuss about how exactly we can declare a list, how will we perform indexing and slicing in a list, how we'll perform concatenation, and we'll discuss several important methods of list like pop, append, sort and reverse, right? So let's do not waste our precious time and let's just get started. So here I am declaring one list, first list, right? First list equals, I'm writing one string data type SHN Shashank, which is my name. Now integer 45, now a floating point 56.8. Now I'm writing one complex number as well, let's say J, right? So now let's print this list. So this is my list, right? So how can we check how many objects are there in the list? First thing, so we have to write len like we have done in string also. You have to write this variable name, so you'll get to know there are 4 objects, right? So this object have 0th index, second one is of first index 0 1 2 3, right? So let's check how exactly we can implement indexing here. Indexing is nothing but to grab one object out from a string, list, right? So let's say from this list we have to grab Shashank, which is of index position 0, right? So how can we do so? So you have to write the variable name, first list. Now you have to write square bracket. Now you have to write the index position of that object which you want to grab. So let's say you want to grab the object at 0 position, right? So you have to write 0 here. Now you got Shashank. Similarly, if you are writing 2 3, so you got 8J, 0 1 2 3, right? So this is all about indexing. You can check it with some several example as well. Now I am explaining slicing here. So how can you do slicing? So let me print this string again. So slicing is nothing but you want to grab multiple objects at once, right? So let's say you want to grab 45 and 56 in one shot, right? So how can you do so? You have to write the index position of 45, which is 0 1. So I'm writing here 1. Now I'm writing index position of the and next object, right? So 0 1 2. So if we'll write 2, it will not print 56.6, because if we'll write 2, as we have seen in our previous lectures in string, so if you'll write 2, it will return only 45, because you have to write, if you want to print this also, so you have to write index of the next object. So I'm writing 3. Now you'll get 45 and 56, right? So let's check with some another example. Let's say you have to print all after 45, right, with 45. So we need to write the index of 45. So 0 1, right? So I'm writing 1, now colon, that's it. So if you will do so, so you'll get all elements after 45 including 45 also. So this is how you can do slicing, right? So you can check it with some more example as well here also. Now let's check, I mean, like how exactly we can uh, next concatenation, right? Yeah, so I'm writing first list here, I'm declaring one more list, second list to concatenate, right? Second list equals, I'm writing Ravi. I'm writing 23, I'm writing 56.4, I'm writing Sumit as well. Okay, so let me print this string as well. So I'm printing this. So this is my first list and this is my second list. If I want to add both lists, right, so how can we do so? So it's very simple. As I told you, everything is simple in Python, right? So you have to write the variable name of first list. Concatenation mean you have to write plus sign here, and you have to write the second variable name of second list, right? So if you do so, you are able to concatenate both lists. So both are getting concatenate. So let's say I'm printing this as a third list, right? Equals, now I'm printing this third list. Now we'll do several operations. I mean, like, we'll discuss few of the methods of list. So methods include, as I told you, we'll see pop. So how can we do pop? Let's say I'm doing pop here only. So if we'll write this variable name dot pop, if I'll call this method, then I will get the last element from this list, right? So if we'll print this third list again, you will not able to see the last element because it get popped, right? So you are getting till here only. If you are again calling the same thing, let's say you are calling again pop, then last element will be removed, right? So here you can see 56.5 get popped. So let's say if I'm printing this, so here I got 23 till 23, right? So now you can do pop from middle also. Let's say you have to pop element at third index, right? So you have popped 8j. So if you are printing this, you are not getting 8j, right? So this is how you can use pop method, right? Second one we'll discuss append, right? So let's check third list dot append, right? So I'm appending let's say sing, right? So let's check what is there in third list. So you got I mean, like, sing get appended at the end of this list, right? So this is how you can do you use append method in a list, right? Now let's check what is sort, right? So I am declaring fourth list. Let's say we'll check how exactly we can append, right? So let's say a I'm writing here, sorry, v I'm writing here. Now I'm writing a, now I'm writing x, now I'm writing let's say d. Now again I'm writing, let's say c, right? Now let's dot sort. Now let's call this. So you got the sortest list, right? So this whole list gets sorted. Similarly, you can do it with some another. Let's say you are writing here. I mean, for fifth list, if fifth list equals, you're writing 1 comma 2 comma 3, sorry, it's a sorted one, right? 4 comma 3 comma 2 comma 8 comma 6, right? So let's check. So here I am calling this method sort, right? Fifth list. So here you got sorted list, right? So this is how you can use sort. Now what I'm doing is, uh, let me reverse this whole list, right? How can we do it? It's very simple. We have to write reverse, that's it. So whatever you have to reverse, you just have to write the variable name dot, you have to call the reverse function here. So let me reverse this. So you got the reversed one, right? So these are the several methods and operations wherein we have seen you can do practice at your own. And also, like, I will come up with the next data type, which will be dictionary, right? So please keep supporting me. Thanks for watching this.